Alright, Infinity Kingdom, welcome to another video. In this one, we are finally gonna have a look at the gold farming. I've taken all the different guides that I've done over time about gold farming and combined them into sort of the best of, making it short and sweet and just giving you the information that you need to how do I farm gold consistently and efficiently to pay for all those upgrades. Because gold is quite crucial, it's a very precious commodity in Infinity Kingdom. Our immortals require immense amount of golds to upgrade them fully, to the last boost levels. I believe it is 76 million just for the last level in itself. It is a lot of gold. And if that was not enough, the most expensive thing of all is of course the dragons. You're gonna need more than 1 billion gold to upgrade a dragon all the way to 55, and as you can see here, you need a ton of it. You need a lot for all of your 4, 8, 12 immortals, 1, 2, 3 March. Fourth, if that's your fancy, but at least you're going to need 12 immortals at max level, and you're going to be needing 3 dragons. So you'll be drained for gold. I mean, even the biggest whales in this game are drained for gold. So we're going to have a look at how to obtain that. We're going to be looking at the Mysterium. We're going to be looking at dwellings, buffs, systems, talents, tech. We're going to be looking at Infernals, the event in which you can grind a lot. And we're just kind of gonna go over it one by one, and once we're done with it, you'll have a good sort of view at what you should be doing as you play Infinity Kingdom to make sure that you never lose on an opportunity to earn some extra gold. First things first, however, just a short this week's reminder and promo for Huawei. As you know, Spend and Earn campaign is still active, and in addition to gold, you're also going to be needing a lot of gems and a lot of, well, other stuff if you want to get on those, higher rankings. So you are likely spending, you're spending a little bit, maybe you're spending a lot. It differs, and it is all valid and good. But regardless, you're gonna need to spend efficiently. Nobody wants to waste the money they're investing in this game. So what you want to do is you want to use the Infinity Kingdom Huawei Spend and Earn campaign. You earn flowers every time you pay with the current, whatever your currency is. You redeem these flowers for vouchers, coupons, which are in turn used to pay for new purchases. This earns you 20% back just on the coupon value in itself. You can stack this on top of other campaigns as well, and you can of course make sure that you are paying in your currency. What you're gonna do is you download the app from the AppGallery App Store. The description of how to do this is in the links down below, as well as in their Discord, because you also want to join the Huawei AppGallery Discord server. Here you got, the regular stuff with a lot of content and people in it, the community spirit. You got some guides on how to use it, and you got a giveaway channel. That is very, very nice, because that is just free stuff for you. Jump in there, participate whenever they have a giveaway competition, and earn some free stuff. That's Huawei for this week's reminder. Okay, so first things first, we got dwellings. Dwellings are your nice passive income. They produce a surprising high amount of gold. They constantly produce gold, so at least as long as you keep harvesting it, they do. And they do it quite well. Furthermore, you can boost the outcome of these dwellings quite significantly and be able to obtain a very, very high consistent gold boost if you do things right. Because these dwellings, your tax farms, they are used to provide passive income, just like farms produce food and your lumber mill produces wood, and you should prioritize upgrading these dwellings as you progress in building levels. I even delayed my tier 8, tier 8 troops. They were not valuable enough for me to get them before I upgraded my dwellings to 55. That was the first buildings I did, all the dwellings, and I'm very happy that I did it, because as you're leveling up your dwellings, you get more gold per minute, gold per hour, wherever you want to calculate. You get more gold, and gold is really what you need. The long progression journey, you're gonna get building levels capped out just fine, but you're not gonna get your immortals capped out just as well. You will be needing a lot of gold, and getting whatever you can ahead is just really good. That is also why you, of course, should, if you are a spender, if you're gonna take advantage of the Huawei campaign, for instance, you always want to have the 7-day gold supply active, a solid 10% gold production. That is a lot. As you can see out here, my calculations, this is based on a level 54 dwelling. I haven't done the calculations yet on a 55, but I mean just slightly better, right? They produce 3,730 gold every 2 minutes, which is the minimum harvest timer. Times 6 dwellings, that's a solid 671,000 gold per hour, or 16 million golds a day. Boosting that by 10%, that's awesome. Furthermore, run the 24-hour gold boost. That increases gold production by 50% for 24 hours. This thing costs 500 gems for 24 hours. That is the best spent 500 gems in the game. That is by far the best way you can spend your gems. Keep both of these buffs up at all times, and make sure that you are always running 5 out of 5 talents in plentiful gold, regardless of whether you swap into your technology talents, your dragon talents, your combat talents, whatever it is. Check out my talent guides if you have questions. But you always want to have plentiful gold, because to get that gold production is just so vital. You can run a combat talent, which you don't have this one because you don't have enough points. If you don't have enough points, you won't. You'll only have 3 out of 5, I believe. In which case, you want to do that, but don't stick on it for too long. Only use it for IB and very intense SVS combat days, right? As a baseline, you always want to have this thing on when you're just passively sitting around growing and farming. You also want to prioritize gold piles as your technology upgrades. Get this thing to level 10 out of 10 ASAP. It is one of the absolute most impactful talents of all. Every single level gives 3% dwelling tax. That's 3% more gold. So you'll be getting a solid default baseline 30% just boost to your output. That's massive, and you want to prioritize that. That's what I have to say about dwellings. Dwellings are incredibly important and incredibly undervalued. Make sure you buff, make sure you talent, and make sure you boost and spend a few gems to get a lot more gold. Next up, we are going to talk about Infernals, because Infernals is the calendar event, Infernal Assault, which for some players is the single best method of obtaining gold. As you can see here in one of the recent events, back in August, I farmed 1G gold in an Infernal event. I think I had maybe couple million, but not much, because I dumped it all in dragon upgrades. It was just as 55 came out, so I farmed pretty much 1 billion gold. Very nice. How do you do that? You either go through this really quick guide, or you go check out my video on Infernal Assault as the event. I did that in sort of a longer format version, but I'm just gonna do the short one here for you. You want to do either, farming with lower levels, so you want to find a sweet spot. Maybe it's 28s, maybe it's 34s, maybe it's 16s. It all depends on what your power is. How do you know? You know because you need to kill the thing. You need to kill all the infernal camps in less than 16 seconds. 15 to 16 seconds is the maximum time you can take to kill it. That's because the airship deals no damage. It only sort of it has a timer and hits on second 17 or 18. So if you kill it fast enough, you farm very efficiently with extremely low losses. However, if you do not reach, the 16-second benchmark, check this out. I tried to use my holy just to see how that would do, because my holy is the one with the highest power, and it's a hell of a lot stronger in sort of PvP combat than my fire third, for instance. But in this format, it sucked. It took 17 seconds because it has a lot of ramp up mortals, and with that the airship did damage and I had troop losses. So you don't want that. What you want is just sort of hybrid or fire teams, something like that, that just deals a lot of damage right out of the gates, because you need to beat the 15-16 second timer. That's the most important thing, and you will find your own personal sweet spot as to when can you what level can you consistently kill within this time. You can of course well, one of the drawbacks of this is there's always pros and cons, right? Finding these lower levels, you're going to be spending a lot of AP. Like I get 100k per camp killed, and I farmed with a lot of mates, so get more because they kill things and I get the gold as well. But let's say I just spend like 500 AP on an entire camp around and get a million and a half gold, something like that. That's a lot of AP required to get to 1 billion gold. But that is, after all, the game, and you can reduce the AP cost a lot by teaming up with some friends and not soloing these camps. But I mean, if you're running in a sparse server with not a lot of active players, just go farm, spend your AP that way. Either way, it is a very nice way to farm over a longer period of time, because you don't take the troop losses. The reverse way of farming is level progression. Level progression can be very rewarding because you get a huge bonus the first time you kill a new level. However, you'll also be taking massive troop losses, so you can't do this for very long. You will lose all of your troops. You won't be spending a lot of AP. You won't be spending a lot of time, but you will lose all of your training ground troops and have to keep rebuilding these, especially because at higher levels the cores become it becomes like a raid. You even with very very high level end game marches, you're gonna need a lot of hits and a lot of losses to get through. But I mean, it is a way to farm gold, especially if your max level is slightly low, and especially if you can get somebody to help you out. If you are a bit behind and you have some bigger players who are willing to sort of just toss a hit into the core, you can get a lot of gold very very fast by catching up on your level progression. The third option is farming with no losses at all. Um, this might seem a bit strange to you, but you can actually set your marches to 1 troops. You can join group with your fellow alliance mates. Let's say I've been doing level progression and I don't really have any more troops. These guys are kind enough to provide me some free gold. They lose absolutely nothing because they have an open spot. So me hitting with a 1 troop march, I deal no damage, I take no losses, but I still get the gold when my mates are killing the camps, as you can see right here. I get the gold, I get the gold. That's a way for you to farm with absolute no losses. This should of course only be done if you have an agreement with your alliance mates that you're boosting up somebody who has no troops, something like that. The last thing is the Mysterium. So all about Mysterium, your sort of a semi weekly thing. Well, not semi weekly, every 2 days. Um, and it is one of the best ways to consistently get gold. Like we talked about dwellings, that's your consistent gold income, right? Well, that dwellings are far beyond Mysterium, but Mysterium is a very nice little booster because you get around what 5-6 million gold at max level. You get 5 to 6 million gold per clear, and you can do that every second day. It's nice. It's a nice 3 million gold per day income. Very good. You get a lot of other stuff on top, which by themselves should make you want to do Mysterium. For the purposes of this guide, we're focusing on gold, but you do get, unique artifact fragments, immortal shards fragments. You get boosts and speed up items, resources, etc. But the gold's really, really nice. Alright, if you are running a gold run, you should be getting almost 6 million at endgame. I do that with tier 8 at C53. At 55, I'm getting even closer to 6 million. And I'm even doing speed up runs because I want the speed ups right now. So I'm doing as many chests as possible because they have speed up boosts in them. So that's what I'm doing, but I'm still getting over 5 million gold. If you actually do a gold run, kill everything, you'll be able to get even more than I am. So just a last reminder of a very, very good thing that you don't want to miss. A lot of people are not doing Mysterium because they say, oh, well, I can't be asked to do it. It's a huge mistake because this is a massive income both in gold speed-ups and unique artifact fragments as of the most recent patch. So just a reminder to do your Mysterium every second days. That was everything about gold. That was everything important about gold anyways. Prioritize your dwellings. Remember your boosts. The buffs are the best way to spend gold. Farm your infernal events as much as you can. Spend all your AP. Catch up on level progression. Get boosts when you can't do any more yourself. When you're out of troops, join groups with an empty spot and just get some free gold. Remember to do your Mysterium, and if you do all of these things, you are gonna be getting gold very, very quickly. That is all for this guide. Thank you for watching. I'm Myrax, server 105. You can find me there, find me on Discord, find me on the IKWiki website, find me on YouTube, and many other places. Thank you, and have a great day. As always, please do subscribe to the channel. I consistently release new content here on the IK channel and on the official IKWiki website. Links are in the description. On these channels, you can find guides from everything in IK, from events to talents, passives, finished builds, and game mechanics. With that, I'm gonna leave you, and as always, thank you for watching, and see you for the next one.